Okay, welcome to my HED channel. In this video, I'll just go through these concepts. As you can see on the screen, I have 6 concepts here. These are very important. They fall under geometrical construction. So I'll start with the first concept there, which is dividing a line into equal parts, right? So we are given this figure. Okay, before I explain these figures, the question says copy the figures below and show all construction. It is very important for you to show all construction when you come up with these figures or when you draw these figures, because you get marks for showing how you came up with that figure. All right. Okay, so we are given a figure here. As you can see, the length is 85 there. We are also given the 2 angles for those 2 lines. This line is at an angle of 30 degrees as indicated there, and this line is 60 degrees. All right. Okay, so I'll start with the horizontal line and mark 85, and then if you look at the figure there, we have 4 sections, so it means I'll have to divide this line into 4 equal parts. All right, so I'll show you how to divide into 4 equal parts, how to divide a line, because you are not allowed to use a calculator to come up with the length of these parts. All right. Okay, so I'll start with this horizontal line and mark 85 millimeters. So just quickly draw a construction line here. All right. Okay, just mark a point here, measure 85. Okay, so I can just draw an outline there, which is 85. The length of the line is 85 as given there. Okay, so I'll just draw this line using my 30-degree side. So just place my set square like that, draw a light construction line. So it is very important for you to start by drawing the light construction lines. Okay, and then this side I'll use my 30-degree side, draw a light construction line there like that. So as you can see, they connect up there. So this is the triangle. I can just draw the triangle in using outline, so I can just make them solid like that. Okay, perfect. So now I have to divide this line into 4 equal parts. So I'll just draw a line at an angle. All right, at any angle. So just draw a light construction line going down. Then I'll just take my compass. I'll just adjust my compass. I'm not measuring, as you can see. I'll just take my compass and mark 4 points on this line that I drew. So I'll just mark 4 points. Why 4 points? It's because I have 4 sections here. All right, so if I had 6 sections, that means I'll have to mark 6 points there. All right. Okay, so just quickly mark the 4 points there like that. So this is the last point on the line, so I have to join this point with that point there. All right. Okay, so just draw a light construction line there like that. Let me just zoom in a little bit. So as you can see there, I marked 4 points on this line, and then I joined this point, the last point, with that point there. All right. Okay, so now what you need to do is you can take your set square, align your set square with that line that you just drew like that, and then take the other set square, place it just next to it, next to this one, just like that. And then from here you can just press this set square down against the drawing board, and then you just slide this one, all right, to the points. So you just draw a line going up like that, slide it to the next point, a line. My visualizer is blocking me there. Okay, sorry about that. Then draw a line there. Okay, so as you can see, now I have points on that horizontal line. All right, so if you can count there, I have 4 points now. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it means I've divided this line into 4 equal parts. All right, so now that means I can go ahead and draw in this lines. And if you can check, these lines are parallel to that line. So on my drawing or figure so far, I have that line. So it means I can just align my set square with that line, put the other one just next to it like that, and then press it against the drawing board, press it down, and then slide this one. So I'll just slide it down to the points, draw a line, slide it to the next point, draw a line to the last point, draw a line. So that's how you approach this kind of a figure. So obviously I divided the line into equal parts as you saw there. So these are constructions. So I showed you how I divided this line into 4 equal parts, right? So that's how you do it. So where they ask you to divide a line into equal parts, you need to do this. You just draw a line at an angle, you mark the points, and then you join the last point with this point. All right, and then after that you take your set square, you align it with the line, and then you put the other set square next to this one, and then you just slide it to draw the lines. All right, okay, so I hope this makes sense. Okay, so now I'll move to the next figure. This concept is the tangential arcs. As you can see there, I have an arc. This arc is the including and excluding arc. All right, okay, so obviously first of all I'll have to draw in the center lines. All right, the length from this center line to that center line, it's 55. I've uploaded I've attached the PDF document of this page, the one that is updated. There's also measurements for this part, and also the length from this center line to that center line. So you can just go to the description below and download the PDF document. It consists of the measurements, right? Okay, so the length from this center line to the center line, it's 55, and the length from the center line going down to the center line, it's 25. It's 25. Okay, sorry about that. So the length from the center line going down to the center line is 25. Okay, so I'll start by drawing the center lines there. Just take my set square there, draw the vertical center line like that. It is very important for you to draw the center line correctly. It's a long dash, short, long, short, long. So that's how we draw a center line. All right, something like that. Okay, so I have these two center lines. Now that means I can draw the circle, and the diameter of the circle is 40, so it means I have to divide this by 2, which is 20. So I'll just take my compass there, measure 20. I'll measure 20 and draw a circle. Okay, I'm done with the circle. Now I have to draw the circle, but obviously first of all I have to draw in the center lines. Okay, so from this vertical center line to the next center line, it's 55, the distance. So it means I can just measure from this center line going to my right hand side, mark a point there, then I'll just draw a light construction line for now. And then for this center line, the horizontal one, from there going down is 25. Okay, so it means I'll just measure 25 from there going down. Okay, mark a point there, and then I can just draw in the center line. So long dash short, long, long, short, long. Okay, then draw the vertical one, long, short, long, long, short, long. Okay, so now I can just draw in the circle. The diameter is 50. I divide that by 2, which is 25. So it means I'll just measure 25 on my compass, just like that, and draw in the circle like that. Okay, so now I have the two circles there. Now I have to draw in the tangential arc. All right, so if you check here, this arc, it includes the circle, all right, but it excludes this circle. So I'll start with the circle because this circle is included. All right, so when the arc is including the circle, it means I'll have to subtract the radius of the circle from the radius of the arc. All right, so it means I'll say 50 minus 20 because the radius is 20 for the circle. So I'll just say 50 minus 20, which is 30 millimeters, right? Okay, so it means I'll just take my compass, I'll measure 30, 30 is there, all right, and then put my compass at the center, center of the circle, and draw an arc. All right, okay, light construction. Okay, and then I move to the other circle. So obviously the arc is excluding this circle. So when it excludes the circle, it means we have to add the radius of the circle with the radius of the arc. So it's gonna be 50 plus the radius is 25, so which is 75. All right, so it means I'll just measure 75 on my compass. Just open my compass, adjust the compass to 75 like that, then put my compass at the center point of the circle, then draw an arc. So where the two arcs intersect, it's a point. All right, so now I'll have to draw two lines from this point to the circle and also that circle. Okay, but the line must go straight to the center of the circle to the other side. All right, okay, and then same thing this side, from the point across the center of the circle to the other side of the circle. All right, okay, so now if you check the arc starts where, somewhere up there, it means the arc will start right there, okay, because of this line. Okay, and then all the way to somewhere there. All right, so it means the arc will end there. Okay, so now I can just draw in that arc. So it means I'll just put my compass here at this point and adjust my compass to any of these 2 points, like that, and then draw in the arc. Okay, so this is the tangential arc. That's it. So that's how you draw the tangential arc. You just need to check if the circle is included or excluded. All right, okay, so that's it for this figure. Now I'll move to the next figure. This is still the tangential arc concept, so but the difference here, we are given the tangential arc with a point. not a circle. All right, so I'll just quickly draw this figure. So I'll start by drawing in the center lines and then draw the circle. Okay, so I'll just move my drawing board to my left hand side. Okay, so I'll start with the center lines there, like that. Okay, what's the radius? It's 20, so I'll just quickly measure 20 there. 20. 20 is there. Then I'll just draw in the circle. Okay, so this is the circle. So now I have to mark the point, which is point B. So as indicated, that means from the center line going down is 24. So just measure 24 there, going down 24 is there. And then I'll just draw a light construction line going that way. Okay, and then now from this vertical center line going to my right hand side, it's 30. So I'll measure 30 here. That means the point is right there. So just mark the point, which is point B. This is point B. All right, it's this point. Okay, so now I'll have to draw in the tangential arc. So if you check, the arc is including the circle. All right, so it means I'll have to subtract the radius of this circle to the radius of the arc. All right, okay, so I have 60 as the radius for the tangential arc, so just say minus 20, because the radius of the circle is 20. All right, so 60 minus 20, it's 40. Okay, so that means I'll have to measure 40 on my compass. So just take my compass, adjust it to 40. 40 is there. Okay, then I'll just place my compass at the center point, draw a light construction arc at the bottom there. Okay, so I'm done with the circle. So now I move to point B. So the radius of the arc is 60, so it means I'll just measure 60 on my compass. All right, because this is just a point, it's not a circle, so I'll just measure the radius of the arc. Okay, so it's 60. I'll just take my compass there, measure 60, put my compass at point B there, and draw an arc. Okay, so where the two arcs intersect, that's where you put your compass to draw the tangential arc. So but before that, I have to draw lines first, light construction. So just draw a line from the point across the center of the circle to the other side, and then from the point straight to point B. That's where the arc will end. All right, okay, so now that means I can just draw in the arc. The arc will start there and end at point B. Okay, so just adjust my compass, open my compass. Oh, let me just use the bigger one. So just put my compass there to point B, then draw an arc. All right, I didn't place my compass perfectly to that point there, so it means I'll just draw. My compass is moving. Okay, so just draw the arc just like that. So this is the tangential arc. So I'm done with this figure. So that's how you draw the tangential arc if you are given a circle and a point. All right, so as you saw this side, I was given two circles. All right, so obviously I had to do the calculations for the 2 circles. All right, but this side I was given only 1 circle, so that's the reason why I had 1 calculation. All right, I hope it makes sense. Okay,